My name is Davis and welcome back to another video, and today we're here for another weather video. Now, I know that you guys seem to really enjoy my winter forecast video where I looked at the Climate Prediction Center's maps for the months of November, December, and January. So I thought I would do the same thing but for October this time, a more short-term forecast here. So let's go ahead and get right into it, but before we do, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's go. So let's go ahead and start off with the temperature outlook here. So we have an area here in the central and western U.S. that is likely to see average temperatures here. But other than that, if you're in the United States, for the month of October, you are likely to see above average temperatures no matter where you're at. So if you are in this kind of tannish, like lightest orange color here, that's a 33 to 40% chance to see above average temperatures. So this includes portions of the Four Corner states, the Southwest, the Northwest, the Midwest, as well as parts of the Deep South here. If you are in the darker orange color here, kind of like the middle orange color, then that's a 40 to 50% chance to see above average temperatures. Now this expands all the way down from Texas and New Mexico, and then kind of makes a loop here around the eastern Midwest, goes through most of the upper Midwest, and then eventually makes it all the way back up to the Northwest here. And then if you are in the darkest orange region here, that's where things get serious, because that's a 50 to 60% chance to see above average temperatures here. This extends all the way down from portions of the Deep South up into the Northeast and the entirety of the New England states, going all the way into the upper Midwest here. So the country is likely to see above average temperatures. And then Alaska here, if you are in southeastern Alaska, you're likely to see average temperatures. If you are in the lightest orange color there, that's a 33 to 40% chance to see above average temperatures. So in kind of the central and really the western Alaska region here. And then the middle orange color there for most of central Alaska, that's a 40 to 50% chance to see above average temperatures. And then here in northern Alaska, that's a 50 to 60% chance to see above average temperatures for the month of October. So that's pretty much it for that. So let's go and move on to the monthly precipitation outlook here, where we have below average precipitation likely here for a good portion of the Northeast and the upper eastern Midwest here that we really need to be looking out for as drought conditions are likely to form. So if you are in the tannish color, this also applies for this little drought dome here in the Northwest, then that's a 33 to 40% chance to see below average precipitation. But if you are in the darkest brown color there, that's a 40 to 50% chance to see below average precipitation for the month of October. So anywhere in the Northwest, the upper Midwest, or the Northeast here, you have a chance to see some below average precipitation. If I said below average temperatures earlier, I meant precipitation, so sorry about that. And then we have above average precipitation likely for a good chunk of the central and southern portion of the country here. This extends all the way from the East Coast back over to the West Coast with California. And then that's a 33 to 40% chance to see above average precipitation in the lightest green, but in the darkest green, that's a 40 to 50% chance to see above average precipitation. So here for portions of the south as well as the western Midwest there, even going into the Four Corner states a little bit. So you might have a wet month of October down here in this region. Alaska, equal chances to see precipitation here for eastern Alaska and southern Alaska here, kind of the southeastern Alaska region. If you're in the lightest green color there for much of southwestern, west central, and northeastern Alaska, that's a 33 to 40% chance to see above average precipitation. And if you're in the darkest green color there for much of western and northern Alaska, that's a 40 to 50% chance to see above average precipitation in that region. So let's go ahead and recap for the month of October, kind of just give a general overview for each region here. So Northeast, you are likely to see above average temperatures and potentially below average precipitation here if you are in the northern part, so you are likely to see some drought conditions this October. If you are in the mid-Atlantic region here, then you are likely to see above average precipitation and above average temperatures, so don't get your hopes up for snow just yet, as it will be very warm, but it is something to start thinking about in the future, and it will be a wet October, if you want to say the least there. So down here in the southeast and the deep south here, you have a chance to see above average precipitation, but the main thing is that it is going to be very warm in this region. Here with the south central U.S., so like Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, you are likely to see above average temperatures for the most part, and it's going to be very wet this October, as above average precipitation will be likely. Now, if you are here in the Central Plains here, really the entirety of the Great Plains, you have about equal chances to see temperatures, but it might be a little wet there in the Central Plains. Midwest here, you have a chance to see above average temperatures if you're in the eastern or upper Midwest. This also is going to include the Ohio Valley here, and you have a chance to see above average precipitation if you are in the southern Midwest. But if you're in the upper Midwest, then that's a below average chance to see precipitation, especially here in like the UP of Michigan. So definitely look out for that, as drought conditions will be possible up there. So moving on here to the northwest, we have above average temperatures likely and below average precipitation likely that will most likely lead to drought conditions, so look out for that. Desert southwest here, Four Corner states, maybe some slightly above average temperatures and some slightly above average precipitation, but other than that, not much to speak on, especially for like Utah here. It's just going to be very average, you know? So if you guys did enjoy this video, then make a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.